Hello everybody, we're going to have another story time today. Today our story time is going to be about winter, but it looks like Mr. Tortley is being shy again. So let's see if he'll come out. Tortley, Mr. Turtle, are you going to come help with our story time?
Sorry, I was napping.
Oh, I completely forgot last week that in winter a lot of turtles are really tired if it's cold outside. Are you tired, Mr. Tortley?
Yeah, and I was having a wonderful dream.
Oh, did I wake you up?
It's no problem.
Well, would you still like to help with story time?
I would love to. Let me just stretch out of my shell.
Okay. All right. Oh, it looks like he's taking a while to wake up.
Are we gonna have any stories about snowmen today? I like snowmen a whole lot.
Actually, that's what our story time is going to be about. It's going to be about a snowman and playing in the snow. I think there's actually 2 stories about snowmen.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Would you like to help with some songs, Mr. Tortley?
Of course.
Okay. So first we're going to do our welcome song. Are you ready? Okay, are you ready, everybody? Welcome, welcome, everyone. We're glad you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We're glad you're here, let's have some fun. Can you do it again? Welcome, welcome everyone. Glad to see you, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. Good job, Mr. Tortley. Would you like to help with one more song before we have our book?
Sure.
Okay. So this song is called I'm a Little Snowman, and it goes to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. Do you know that song? Do you all know that song? So it sounds just the same, but it has different words. All right, here we go. I'm a little snowman, short and fat. Here is my scarf, and here is my hat. When the snow is falling, come and play. Build a snowman every day. I'm a little snowman, short and fat. Here is my scarf, and here is my hat. When the snow is falling, come and play. Build a snowman every day. Good job, Mr. Tortley.
Thank you.
Okay, would you like to sit down so you can see the pictures better? Our first book is called The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats, and it's about a little boy who plays in the snow. Look at all the colorful snow. The Snowy Day. Whoa, that's a big hill, and he's sledding down the hill. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. First, he made his toes point out like this, and then he walked with his toes pointing in like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks, and he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. What do you think it could be? You're right. It was a stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Smack, smack, smack. What do you think is going to happen? Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough, not yet. I think they're being a little bit too tough, too rough for him. So instead, he made a smiling snowman. See that little smile? And he made snow angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. What do you think is going to happen to the snowball when he goes in the warm house? We'll see. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and he thought and he thought about his adventures while he was in the bath. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket, but his pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. What do you think happened? I think it melted because there's a dark spot on his coat, and that's what it would look like if it was wet. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere, and new snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. The end. Okay, Mr. Tortley, would you like to help with another song? We each have our own snowflakes. Mr. Tortley has his snowflake, and I have mine. And we're going to hold our snowflakes for this song. And it might be that the person who takes care of you, your adult, they might be able to make you a snowflake too. I just looked up how to fold a snowflake, and then I cut it out, and it turned out to be this pretty snowflake. And Mr. Tortley's, his is from where I work at the library. It's a soft snowflake. Okay, and this goes to the tune of The Farmer and the Dale. So it has the same music as The Farmer and the Dale, but the words are different. It goes, the snow is falling down, the snow is falling down. Hi-ho, fast and slow, the snow is falling down. The yards are covered with snow, the yards are covered with snow. Hi-ho, just watch it snow, the yards are covered with snow. The streets are covered with snow, the streets are covered with snow. Hi-ho, just watch it snow, the streets are covered with snow. The house is covered with snow, the house is covered with snow. Hi-ho, just watch it snow, the house is covered with snow. Good job. Do you like your snowflake?
It's lovely and soft.
It's soft? Let me feel. Yes, it's a lot softer than mine. Mine is just made with normal paper. Okay, are you ready for our next book? Our next book is called A Year for Kiko, and it's written by Ferretta Wolf, and it's illustrated. The pictures are by Jung-Un Kim. And this is Kiko, and this is her pet goat. The goat is in a lot of pictures. And this book goes all through the year, so it talks about each month of the year. She's playing in the snow. January snow is falling. Kiko catches the snowflakes. She slips in the snow, and the snowflakes catch Kiko. February is cold and still. Kiko's window is frosted white. Kiko draws a smile with her finger. The smile melts the ice. Kiko's hat flies off. March wind whips at Kiko's hair. Kiko puckers up and blows back. Can you pretend to be the wind? Take a deep breath and blow. I am the wind, says Kiko. April rain falls everywhere. It waters the earth and Kiko too. Now she must play inside. Kiko cries raindrop tears because she has to play inside. It's too cold outside. Kiko plants a seed. Maybe it will grow big. Maybe it will become a pretty flower. May is a month for maybes. So there's some flowers that are already coming up back here. But she's planting some seeds for flowers later too. Kiko picks June strawberries. One fat berry for the basket, many fat berries for Kiko. Inside they become Kiko berries. July fireflies glow in the night. They blink their lights at Kiko. Kiko chases them and laughs. Her eyes are shining too. August morning is hot. Kiko wears her bathing suit. She sits in her pool. Now August feels cool. Kiko crickets chirp at Kiko. Busy squirrels chatter. Kiko calls to honking geese. Can you pretend to honk like a goose? Honk, honk, honk. Together they sing a September song. So there's different kind of animals and creatures, and let's count them. So this is a goat. We'll count it first. One goat. And there are 1, 2 geese. And there are 1, 2, 3 squirrels. And also there are 1, 2, 3 cows. And last of all, we'll count the crickets. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 crickets. Red and green leaves are falling. Kiko holds a red leaf in one hand and a gold leaf in the other. Kiko feels like an October tree. Kiko looks for the moon. The orange moon is hiding. When Kiko hides, the moon finds her. Kiko and the November moon are playing. Then is the last month. In December, Kiko's breath breathes out clouds. She puts on her winter coat and she wears her mittens and a nice warm hat. Kiko is ready for snow. The end. So next we're going to do another magnet story, and this one is about Bob the Snowman. But he doesn't look very happy, does he? He was tired of all the snow. It was just white, white, white all the time. So he decided he was going to search for more colors. Bob went on a vacation. he went searching for colors where it was a lot warmer. One of the first things that he did was to make a sand castle. What color is the sand castle? That's right, it's yellow, and there's a blue flag. The next thing that Bob did was go surfing. So what color is the wave? Those are blue waves. And how about the surfboard? Orange and pink. Then Bob decided to climb a tree. He climbed up the tree. And what color are the leaves? They're green. And how many leaves are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 big leaves. And what color is the trunk? Brown. And there's also 4 brown coconuts at the top. Then Bob got a nice boat and he went boating. What color is his boat? It's red. And look, there's a bird that wanted to go boating too. But he was in a hot place and the sun was very bright and hot. And what happens to snowman when there's too much sun? That's right, he started to melt. He was getting too skinny, so he knew that he needed to go back home. So Bob started to travel home in a boat, but he made some decisions on his way. He knew that he could do some fun things where he lived too, even if it was just snow. So you know how Bob made a yellow sandcastle? Well, now he decided that he could make a white snow castle instead. And it has a little bit of pink. And Bob had really never gone hiking before around where he lived, so he decided to walk up some mountains and hike in the snow. And he didn't have a surfboard, but he did have, what color is this? A red sled. And he had lots of fun sliding down the mountains in the snow. Also, the sun may not have been hot, but sometimes it still was really bright. So he got on the ice floes, the things that kind of rock in the water. They're made of ice, like icebergs. And he went with his friends, and they enjoyed the bright sunlight, and they would even wear sunglasses. Also, he decided that he would always wear a little bit more color, and that way he had more color in his life. So he decided to be content with where he was, but he made some choices to add some different things that made him happier, like nice colors, and look, they also got bright. I bet he got those on his vacation, some bright chairs. So Bob decided that he liked spending time with his friends and enjoying the snow and coming up with new ways to enjoy it too. And that's the end of Bob the Snowman story. So our next song is called Snowflake, Snowflake, and it goes to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it goes, snowflake, snowflake, fancy free, snowflake, snowflake, dance with me. Touch my head, then my toes, on my nose where the cold wind blows. Snowflake, snowflake, turn around. Snowflake, snowflake, touch the ground. Snowflake, snowflake, fancy free, snowflake, snowflake, dance with me. Touch my elbow, then my shoulder, on my chin, it's a bit colder. Snowflake, snowflake, turn around. Snowflake, snowflake, touch the ground. Snowflake, snowflake, fancy free. Snowflake, snowflake, dance with me. Touch my ear, then my knees. Snowflake, I'm about to freeze. Snowflake, snowflake, fancy free. Snowflake, snowflake, dance with me. So that one you can stand up for if you want to. Or instead of turning all the way around, you could just have your snowflake kind of turn around like that. Not snowflake, snowflake. Our last book is called Snowmen All Year. And the words are by Carolyn Bruner, and the pictures are by Mark Bruner. This story is about a boy who pretends that his snowman is magic and can stay with him all year long. So look, the snowman gets to sniff the flowers in the springtime because he's not melting, because they're pretending that he's magic. And look, what else is he doing? He's floating in a swimming pool too. I love to build a snowman on freezing winter days, but when the sun is bright and warm, my snowman melts away. There's nothing but a puddle when my snowman disappears. If only he were magic and could stay with me all year. I'd teach him how to fly a kite high above the trees. Then we would dig for pirate gold or sail the 7 seas. I know that he would love to see the tigers at the zoo. Look, there's one tiger here, and there's another tiger sleeping. And what else are there? There's 2 giraffes, and there's an elephant. And if you look at the cloud, that cloud kind of looks like a hippopotamus. And at my birthday party, we would celebrate his too. We'd go on all the wildest rides at the amusement park. But best of all would be the fireworks lighting up the dark. I like fireworks too. On stormy evenings, I would play my favorite games with him. On sunny days, I'd teach him how to dive and how to swim. On summer evenings, in the dark, we'd chase some fireflies, just like in the other book. Let's count the fireflies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fireflies. And there's some geese in this book, just like the other book too. Or sleep in the quiet woods beneath the starry skies. That's a lot of stars. And what else? There's a raccoon. And this raccoons are really smart. It's getting into the cooler to find some nice food. At the beach we'd play all day. He'd get very sandy. We'd trick or treat on Halloween and bring home lots of candy. What is he dressed up as? A dinosaur? And the snowman is still a snowman, but he also has a sheriff's badge. So maybe he's pretending to be a police officer. Maybe this magic snow that will not disappear, or maybe this is magic snow that will not disappear, and this snowman will be the one to stay with me all year. So he's pretending that's magic snow and that he'll get to do all those things with his snowman throughout the year. And that's Snowmen all year. The end. Okay, Mr. Tortley, would you like to come say goodbye to everyone? All right. Did you enjoy those stories?
I sure did.
Did you have a favorite one?
I think it would have to be the magnet one. I liked how he got to travel and find all those beautiful colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the one about the snowman that goes on a trip too. Have you ever been to anywhere that you really like?
I really love the mountains. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, I like the mountains too. And I've been to the beach too. I like them both. Did you get to go swimming in any new ponds or streams?
I did both, and I saw some lovely fish.
Oh, you saw some pretty fish? Yeah. Okay, can you say goodbye to everybody?
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. And we hope you have a wonderful week and that you get to play outside some. I know it's a little cold, but maybe you're somewhere that has some snow and you can play out in the snow. And as long as they dress warm, they'll be okay, won't they? Yeah, you'll probably be okay. So make sure you get permission from the person who loves you and cares for you.
Stay safe and warm.
Yeah, it's a good idea to stay safe. But I love playing outside when I can. But here, it's just kind of cold and there's no snow. So it's a little disappointing. But like Tortley said, we'll see you next week.
Good to see you.
Bye, everybody.